I'm not in a game that I've never played a game of Julian's where he has an even number oh, I can't say the word jury.
I'm
All
pretty sure
right.
it was eight. I'm pretty sure it was 8 jurors last season.
Hello and welcome to Final Four Tribal Council. We're here with two of the Final Four.
Because the other two are too fucking lazy.
Well, one and the other is watching Survivor, like I want to be right now, but I'm here hosting Tribal.
You wouldn't be able to finish anyways. You got work.
So, Blake, after the immunity results came in, Ned won immunity. So what happened?
Basically, I started hosting my own funeral. I'm ready to be laid down in my coffin and put to rest and be put 6 feet under, because that's where I'm going tonight, honey.
You've been saying it to you for the last few rounds, so what makes you confident it's you tonight?
Because everybody's just like obsessed with Bobby for some reason. Why? I don't know. But
I mean,
yeah,
it's hard not.
they basically confirmed to me that they're all voting out Bobby. I got into a fight with Emma and Ned. It's declassified in the main tribe chat, and I don't regret it. I really don't.
But I mean, in my defense, how can you not be obsessed with all this?
Honey, let's not flatter ourselves.
So, Rob, is this looking like a straightforward vote tonight, or do you think we could be seeing a change up?
Look, it could absolutely be a change up. Okay? I don't know. Okay, I'm not gonna be that dipshit ever. It's like, oh yeah, it's straightforward. And then I'm like, oh my god, they betrayed me.
Boy, for one tribal council, you don't have to try to put on a show. You know it's straightforward.
No, I'm always on guard for realistic reasons, but I mean, like, I am more so thinking that, yeah, Blake should be the one going home.
Which I don't think is a smart decision, because if it's a final two, Rob has performed better in every single challenge than me. So if you want to ensure yourself a spot in the final two, wouldn't you want somebody that you can beat in challenges easier? I know that's who I would want to go up against.
Wait, no, I need to go to the end.
Honey, you're perceived as the biggest threat, and you're fucking better at challenges, but these people are so fucking obsessed with you.
To be fair, you beat me at Family Feud. Everyone beat me at the blindfold competition. I sucked at Cards Against Humanity. I mean, what challenges are we talking here?
No, I think you beat me in Cards Against Humanity.
No, I tied for last.
Well, you beat me in, like, a lot more.
You beat me at Family Feud, and you beat me in the blindfold one. I beat you.
I got like.
I beat you. Look, I beat you in the can one, and the only reason why I beat everybody who's left here in the can one is because I had 2 cans in my hand, and I asked Julian, "Does it matter if I use a little small tuna can?" And he's like, "No, it doesn't." I'm like, "Yes," and the tuna can totally helped me.
All I'm saying is, I think Ned's declassified school survivor guy needs to turn into Ned's declassified survivor guy, because he literally is so confident that he's played the best game here, but every single opportunity he's had to take out the person who's perceived as playing the best game, he hasn't taken it. So, sis, what you doing?
So, Blake, walk us through this. You've played before. How does this season compare to your first time in Gen 1?
Julian, don't take this to any offense, but Season 2 was fucking lit, okay? It was the funnest game I've ever played in my entire life. And this merge has to be one of the worst merges I have ever been a part of. It's just been so boring, and it's just like, it reminds me of a Pagonging from Borneo. It's just like, this whole alliance wants to stick together and not make any moves, and just, besides Zach, and they just want to pick off everybody else in the minority. Like,
what do you think Zach's vote was?
I just said besides Zach, honey.
Oh, okay. I thought you said besides that. I was like, besides what that? Oh, okay. Besides Zach. Okay, it's fair.
So yeah, this season's been pretty. My mama told me if I had nothing nice to say, not to say it at all.
I think it's a little too late for that, though, don't you think?
I mean, you're probably right.
So, Rob, what's your take on all that?
Well, I mean, like, I want to really say the truth, but I mean, like, I agree to an extent on some of the stuff Blake's saying. I think he's a bigger finals threat than me, but I can see as to why he, would want me out because I'd probably be next in line. But I have a different perspective on how the jury would manage. I think people value social game more than strategic game, so I do believe that Blake is a bigger finals threat than me for that reason.
Can I comment on that?
Go for it.
It's not like I'm campaigning to anybody because they're not here, but Rob has been perceived as the biggest threat this entire game. And I know that people that I'm friends with on the jury, I've played several orgs with, they all vote for the best player in the end. There are people on the jury who their best friends have made the final two, and they chose not to vote for them because they respect the game more. So if you really wanted to make the big move here and show that you can separate yourself from Rob, which Ned already tried voting out Rob once, so I don't get where that like unbreakable loyalty came from.
Man, you really
Ned's Declassified is really confusing.
You never picked up on that? You never picked up on. Man, I'll have to explain that if I make Final Tribal here.
Why?
I'll have to explain that entire situation on how we pulled that off.
Ned said that. On the mind. Ned said that he was solely responsible for you about to leave, which I don't agree with because there was a lot of wheels spinning, and I don't think it was just Ned making that decision. And it's also like, I think out of the three people that would be sitting in the final three, Ned has the weakest social game of all three. Because I've had to start a lot of conversations with Ned. He started like 3 maybe with me out of all the conversations we've had. I've always been the one to start them with him mostly. So I think Ned's really putting himself in a sinking ship if he does not get rid of Bobby. But he's not going to. We saw the future. We're a better fortune teller than fucking Raven Simone.
Come on, I need to make finals. That is my Survivor story. You have plenty of orgs to compete in after this, okay? This is my final story.
Bitch, you've made enough final threes. Get the fuck out.
To be fair, though, I've never won Survivor. I've gotten second place in Big Brother, and then I've won Big Brother, and I've gotten second place in Survivor. Now I just want to win it.
I mean, if you make the final 3, you're probably winning. So I'll listen to what people have to say, but at this point, they've had so many opportunities to get rid of you, and they've chosen not to, that I just don't know if I could overlook that.
Well, I've been keeping a pretty good rap on what my real game's been. But Zach on the jury knows. Zach knows what my real game's been, and he'll be able to shed some light.
I will go off camera and record the votes. Y'all are free to give shout outs or whatever.
Shout out to M. Davis. Shout out to Julian, the sexiest dude 990. Such an icon.
You kiss ass.
Shout out to Emma, who will not be receiving my jury votes.
Man, really?
No, I'm kidding. I'm like I said, I'm an open listener, but like it's gonna be very hard to vote for her. I'm gonna be real.
I'm really honest. I'm surprised that, like, you know what I mean? Emma, of all people, I thought you would respect Emma's game more than Ned's. But
I mean, I said my piece in the jury chat. I've heard of, or in the jury chat, in the tribe chat. I've heard a lot of things.
All right, y'all. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person voted out. Be asked to leave the tribal council area. I'll read the votes. First vote. Rob.
could have at least like not wrote my name down.
Blake. Blake. The eighth member of the jury. Blake.
God, how did they let that?
Blake, any final words?
You know what? I'm the only person in this series to get fourth place twice. I'm the only person in this series to not only get an individual immunity handed off to me once, but twice. So I'm proud of the game I played. I think a lot of people don't expect what I actually did behind the scenes because nobody ever wanted to work with me besides my people in the jury, and I'm so excited to come see you guys. And yeah, I think that a couple people here had a very large missed opportunity, and they were closed-minded about the whole thing. And I might just show the same thing by being closed-minded in the jury.
I can agree with that. Yeah, you know what? I like that strategy. Julian, this is the time usually that, oh, wait, yeah, Blake's got to leave the call before you're like, and now it's a final two. Oh, you didn't see this coming. I know, Blake's got to leave first before you say it, but I know it's a final two. Because you can't make it too easy for me. I understand.
Oof.
But I appreciate the shit out of you, Blake. You really did have a good game, and I like it when people try to take me out. I respect that.
I had my final tribal council speech already written out. I wanted to go there so badly, but nobody could ever fucking help me out.
Blake, thank you for playing again. The tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go. All right. So Emma, Ned, Rob, congratulations. You have made the final three. Is what I would be saying if this was a final three season.
Mm-hmm.
Three of you have worked so hard to get to this point, and now one more of you must join the jury that you helped create. Who will it be? Stay tuned.
You suck ass.
You can't get rid of me that easily.